we start this video, disclaimer, if you haven't already seen Rambo Last Blood, do not watch this video because we are going to be talking about the movie that I have just watched. So watch the movie first and then come back to this video. Welcome back to the Inzinghy channel for another daily video. I have just come back. These are my thoughts, my reactions of just watching Rambo Last Blood. Hopefully, I think anyway, and I'm saying hopefully for a reason and you'll find out later in this video, but hopefully the last of the Rambo trilogy. Now obviously the one before this, the last Rambo, was years ago, many years ago, and it feels like forever. I feel like he did need to make one. This is, I would unfortunately say it was his last one, but that's for a reason. Like, he's getting old, he's looking like a prune. Now by the way, if you haven't subscribed already, hit that subscribe button, hit the like button, turn on the post notification bell. If you did not know already, I am Sylvester Stallone. If you don't believe me, here is a picture of me and Sylvester Stallone. Oh, can you see that? And also my dad, but look at that. Anyway, there'll be a better picture on screen now. But yeah, I met him, he met me. That's usually how meeting somebody works. But either way, yeah, he's a sound guy. He's an absolutely inspirational, motivational. He's just an all-round god. He's a goddess in the acting scene, and he always has been. Even to this day, he's on this grind, and he's like almost in his Zimmer frame. But no, talking about the actual film first, I want to say I'm gonna give my rating at the end out of 10. My IMDb / Rotten Tomatoes, you know, B-Tech rating, because I'm heavy into my movies. I'm not exactly a critic, so take everything lightly what I say, but I am very heavily into my directing, producing, and movie making. So, obviously, spoilers as we said from the start, click off now. Or actually, just don't click off, hit that mute button so you don't hear what I'm saying, but, you know, I can get that watch time. But I just felt like, obviously, if you have seen it, there was that kidnapping of his daughter, or, well, not actual daughter, but that girl, and then she got killed. He went to save an Avenger and then he killed all the bad guys. I would have thought more bad and problem facing things would happen to Rambo, John Rambo, let's be honest, that he would have to overcome, like in the last ones where he was running away from the cops and the like military and stuff like that, and he was hiding it everywhere, like getting shot. But there was only really like one problem he faced, which was obviously trying to find the daughter, like the girl, and you know, him getting beaten up. Other than that, outstanding films, scenery, cinematics, everything, effects, sound, everything production wise, 10 out of 10. I've got to give it a 10 out of 10. I found it very interesting how they went for the approach of the modern day, and it wasn't one of those ones where it flopped or it didn't seem right. Like, even though Rambo is that nitty gritty sort of dirty military 1970s 80s, like set in like the World War sort of times, in trenches and stuff, or in the jungle. This in the modern day, when it was just in like normal places, well, when I say normal places, it was in, they made a twist, like it wasn't just in like New York or something, because that would have been ridiculous, that would have been too modern. But they said it in New Mexico and some other places in America, but it was just that right touch between modern day, but also that like rusty old sort of, you know, the drug dealing side and the prostitution side, which was often New Mexico. The storyline was phenomenal, and I know that's almost contradicting what I just said, because they needed more to the storyline, but the actual, what they've done with the film, for what they have, from what I've seen, forget about what could have been there, from what I've seen, it was amazing. Like, with the whole thing with the girl, and to be honest, it wasn't unexpected. I thought it would be more cliche and predictable for the, you know, the daughter not to die. I thought, oh, she's definitely not going to die, she's going to wake back up in the car, but no, she genuinely did die. And can we just talk about the last scene? He went ham. Like, as soon as Rambo started doing the traps and everything, oh, I was in my element. I was living the Rambo First Blood 1 and 2 myself. They're probably the best ones, by the way. Let me know in the comments if you agree with that. But literally, that massive house where, you know, the mother of the daughter went, and he just had the whole farm to himself, and all the underground, he's just done trap after trap, and it went off. Like, this film was gory. Let me just say something. I'm 18, yeah, and when I went there, I didn't even have my wallet with me, alright, because my dad took me, so cheers, Dad. But I had to get, I didn't realise it was 18. I thought Rambo's before was 16 plus maybe, or 12 plus, but this was an 18, and I had to like show verification on my phone somehow that, you know, I'm over 18. But damn, that should be in over 21s, because the goriness in that, like, it was almost like a horror film. Like, if you're, I mean, I'm not affected, I'm not really too fussed about the whole blood or anything, but it was very eerie is what I can say, in terms of the way he was killing him. It wasn't just like he got a knife he sort of just like stabbed him in the stomach, and you can't really see it. They showed everything from like the crosses they made on the face, the Mexican people, the bad guys, to like John Rambo. Yeah, he went in. Now, he did not give a shit, and fair play to him because he treated the girl rightly so. What Rambo did was justified because it was almost like his daughter, essentially. That was a role of the girl there, and she died. They killed him and they beat up Rambo. I mean, they busted him bad at the start. To be fair, one thing I would say that when he was surrounded with all them people, I thought, it's John Rambo. He can just like Thanos. Actually, no, he's not exactly Thanos, let's be honest. Thanos is just the ultimate. But I thought he would take them all down, but he took a beating, but he bounced right back. But the kills, the shotgun headshots, they're like taking the heart out at the end, all the deadly traps, like it was something, I gotta say. Like, I was even in there. I'm not a bitch, alright? I'm just not. But I was like, oh Jesus. Let me know what you think in the comment section down below. Let me know if you want me to review more films. This is not really my section, but it is my own personal hobbies and interests. So if I like this, and this is my passion, maybe some of you will like it. This has been quite short, but I would want to keep it short, sweet, and to the point. Let me comment down below if you have watched this. What was your favourite part of the film? Thank you for watching. If you did enjoy this video, please leave a like, subscribe down below to join the Inzinghy Nation, growing every single day stronger. We're on like 1.2k now. We're doing bits. This is mad. I loved John Rambo. I loved Last Blood. And signing out. Oh, also, did I say to turn on that post notification bell? Do that. Yeah, peace.
Now your vids hold no weight, like Titanic channel sinking to the ground. Talking your piece on the web, karma always come around. Eating up these W's, can't you see I have the crown? Feasting on you enemies, dead and buried in the ground. Digging your own hole in the soul, look what I found. Your shit inconsistent, I don't really fuck around. Put some respect on my name, you playing with the hounds. I've been waiting, I've been saving all these bullets, all these rounds. And I wonder why this hate don't come around. I'm the king to the front of this shit, wearing the crown. Flooding all you haters, you ain't shit, now you left to drown.